Oh my goodness, Chit Chat Kit Kats. I got up today and looked at my calendar and oh my God, I'm going to be late. I have an appointment scheduled today. So I'm rushing out the door. Thank God it was close. And I did make my appointment on time. They were doing the eye exam for macular degeneration, and because I have diabetes, they wanted to check the retinopathy and check the pressure inside your eyes, all of that. And it was all good, thank goodness. So that was good. And then I'm there for a long time because they're looking at my schedules and they were saying I needed lab. So we're trying to get a hold of the oncologist's office. And I'm trying, what in the world would I need labs for? So then they're trying to get that set up and getting the information where the lab is at, the outside lab. And then after all that, find out it's not a lab appointment. What they need is the CT scan first. So I get home, I have to call the doctor's office again and reschedule the doctor's appointment because my CT scan is not until the 6th of March. So I got that rescheduled. I went to what I got. Now, hopefully this is going to work. I just have to find where I can set it up, if I could set it up to work for the Lenormand. So I did that today, and hopefully I'm able to get this to work. So someone was asking me, the white supremacist crazy stuff. What can we do to fight it? Well, I pulled Lenormand again, and basically what it says is we need to get those anchored in a position of health. We need better ministers out there, okay, is what it's saying. And we need to confront the fishtails, the lies, the spin that are obstructing things. We need to look at the arguments and nonsense and take control, teach better what's actually in there, the letters of, that are in the Bible. And, anchor in young people to good knowledge. Okay, that's the key. Going forward to the key, the anchor in the key for the community is better leadership. Okay, and that we need to look at the fishtails going forward. We need to confront that. Looking at those people, we need to have better the health of the friends, better people in place to teach the younger adults. They need to have better guides, people that they can talk with. So it's focusing on more the up-and-coming younger people and getting better leadership in position, confronting what's out there now, the false doctrines and the nonsense that's happening in the churches. And so basically that's what I get on that. Need better leadership. And to get people to actually go forward and look at the texts that are in there rather than just listening to a preacher up there putting his spin on it. They need to understand how to read what's in there and understand it and to get a good foundation in place. Yeah, so really important. So that's what I get for that, okay? which makes sense. You know, you need to have better leadership for the young adults coming up, and to get rid of the false notions and get better leadership in there, better courses. They've exchanged the truth for political stuff. And, you know, some of these churches, evangelical, now when I was going to churches and stuff, I did go to evangelical things, and then I saw everything changing and I quit going for that reason, because I saw they were diverting from what they should be teaching into this, you know, crazy stuff, prosperity teachings and all this other stuff. And I'm going, that's not what's spoken of. Now, if you get people in there and they're not reading at all, or they just pick and choose out of there and they're spinning it, that's, you know, not going to help anything. We need to get people in there that know the gospel and are teaching it in a beneficial way and have really good leadership for young adults. Really important. So that's what I got for that. Okay. So what else is going on? Oh, for the people that were asking for readings that got a hold of me, I have penciled you in. So, you know, get back with me and let me know if those times work. For the people that were asking for readings. So, yeah, check your email and see how that is for you. And let's see, what else? And I think that's about it for now. Just trying to get all these appointments and stuff. It's just, every time I go to my primary doctor, I get scheduled back to back to back to back appointments. Just craziness for a month or two after I go to visit her. Oh, goodness gracious. Now, I did go down today and I got some wonton soup because it was a bit chilly and gray today. It's a great day for soup, so I went down and had that. It was so good. This place, they really put, you know, a lot of barbecue pork in it. Big hunks of barbecue pork they put in that soup. Really good. So, yeah, I had that this afternoon. That was yummy. And what else? That's about it for now. So I'm going to go and see what I find on the net so I can use my handy-dandy, rifty-nifty new Lenormand. And then I spent yesterday and I actually looked up the background of Lenormand. I wanted to find out, and it was really interesting. The guy that actually did the first deck was a German guy. Unfortunately, he died when they had sort of their COVID type thing. Wasn't COVID, I forget what it was, but it was, you know, a pandemic, some pandemic, and he had gotten it and he passed at the age of 28. Really smart guy. He had a brass factory, and then was also consulting and with other things, as well as creating what is now known as Lenormand. Now I have the original deck that he was creating, not the original cards, but the I found a place that's putting them out, the reproduction of those cards. So those are coming. But he died at the age of 28, and he had already passed before they got ready to print the cards. And so what they did was Madame Lenormand was the really, really popular psychic. She was the psychic to Josephine and Napoleon. Napoleon got angry with her because she told him he was going to divorce Josephine and that he was going to die, and doesn't make you real popular. But she got arrested, I guess, a number of times because it was illegal. But she was really psychic and giving all these readings to very high people in government, etc. So anyway, they decided to name the cards after her because she was so popular and he had already passed. So that's how we got Lenormand. I always call them Lenormand, but I guess in French it's Lenormand. So I have to reshift things, get myself to say it in the right way, Lenormand. So anyway, enjoying those. And yeah, so that's that. So I'm going to leave this here so I can get back up online and look and see what I see up there today. And then I'm going to have to take this in the other room and just see, because I don't have any room here to do it, but see if I can get this set up to actually work. Good luck with that. But I'm going to give it a try so that I can do more Lenormand readings and you can see them laid out, etc. I do have other cards coming, like I said, but I think this is going to wind up being my favorite deck only because I was able to personalize it myself and just really am enjoying that. Now, I do have some decks coming from Australia, which I'm really excited for them to show up. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. So they're much more feminine type looking. So those will be fun when they ever show up. It'll be a while. I guess they say maybe end of March or something like that. It's one of those things, when you go on Etsy, a lot of times it's not made. You put the order in, and then they want to wait till your PayPal clears, and then they'll send it, and, all of that stuff. So I was like, why is this woman being so, then I guess she got ripped off before. I pulled the cards and said she got ripped off before, so she's really careful and doesn't trust anybody with anything. Although the PayPal goes through very quickly usually, so I don't know. Anyway, that's another thing entirely. But yeah, so I'm going to leave this here. Oh, again, update. One thing I noticed with the Lyme, and the brain fogginess and the dizziness and the stuff I was having so bad the other days, it must be from the Lyme because I took the fenbendazole. Now, I take pretty high dose of it. This is for, parasites and things like that. But I'm taking the 444 milligram capsules, 2 of those in the morning and 1 of those at 444 at night, 1 of those at night. And I noticed that it is helping with that brain fog and the dizziness and all the stuff that was happening. So that being said, it must be due to Lyme. It must be due to Lyme because otherwise this doesn't take care of thyroid stuff. It doesn't take care of the acoustic neuroma, the tumor. Doesn't do any of that. So, but I am saying that I definitely am getting the benefit from this. Now, they do use this, I've heard, with some people have been using it with cancer. Okay, now I can't say how that does, but I know for this, it seems to be working. Thank goodness. I'll get up in the morning and maybe have the headache and feel a little out of sorts, and I take that and I'm starting to feel better. And then I'll let you know how the C60 is going, and I'm also taking the red mushroom. So we'll see how these all work. I'll keep you updated, but so far, so good. It's not cheap. You know, it's going to run me about $100 a month, but it's better than going through this craziness and brain fog so bad that I've had, and I'm hoping that some of this stuff reverses, because it's been getting pretty iffy out there. Put my ears in so I can actually hear. Yeah, I want to try to set up a hearing thing, because I think I've lost some hearing on this side. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to stop yammering for a while. See what's on YouTube, see what's going on, and then see if I can figure this thing out, how to set it up. If I can set it up, find a place where I can have enough room that I can put out the Lenormand and get this set where you can actually see things. Let's hope it works. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you online.